I'm here today with Lauren Davidson, and we are super excited to have her on our page. Lauren, why don't you introduce us to yourself? Tell us a little bit about your background and why you got started in music.
Yeah, so I'm Lauren Davidson. I'm an urban country artist from New York City, which is where I am today. And I've been releasing music as an artist and writing my own songs for about 6 years now, I think. But I kind of grew up doing music. My dad was a singer-songwriter when he was a kid, and so we always had music around the house, and he used to sing me to bed. And I loved singing at a really young age, and kind of bit the theater bug, and been on the stage since I was 10 years old doing theater, community theater. Grew up doing theater through high school and college, and then when I moved to New York City, started singing with bands, and just kind of like loved the energy of live music, and kind of like being on a stage with musicians, and started having these ideas for my own songs and started writing, and it just kind of all led me here to being an artist today, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. Can you tell me about any specific artists that inspire your music?
Yeah, so there's a lot. One, that I always talk about is Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. I feel like she specifically is a huge influence of mine. Grace Potter, Shania Twain, Carrie Underwood, to name a few.
Great. You're in New York. Can you tell me why country music over other genres?
I think for me, country music, I was just kind of compelled to country music because of the storytelling. Even like being from New York, I didn't even want to like necessarily pursue a career in country music because it felt a little unauthentic to me. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it my way because I wanted to sell stories. I wanted to be a storyteller. And I think that there's no better genre for telling stories than country music.
That is so true. Can you tell me more about your personal songwriting and what inspires that?
Yeah, I'm inspired by a lot of different things. Obviously, my life and my personal experiences have a huge influence in the stories that I tell through my music, and also, those around me, like my friends and my family. But I mean, I'm inspired by a lot of different things, not just things that I've necessarily experienced, but places I've been. Every little thing kind of inspires my music. It also depends on the day and the time and the mood, kind of what I feel compelled to share through music. But everything around me, inspires me in a different way.
Wonderful. You just released Find Me. Can you tell me the story behind that?
Yeah, so Find Me is about finding yourself after losing a relationship. I think it's so easy to kind of like make sacrifices for the ones we love, and kind of put a piece of ourselves on the shelf, so to speak. So like when a relationship ends, getting reacquainted with yourself and finding yourself, so to speak, is the story of Find Me. When that relationship ends, kind of having that realization and that power and strength to be like, this is who I am and this is what I want.
Great. Well, there's not a lot going on right now. Can you tell me about performing, your favorite venues, and any performance that really stood out?
Yeah, so I've been on a stage my entire life, and um, I had like a bunch of venues that I love to play and a bunch of venues that I want to play.
Yeah.
And obviously, like touring is something, pre-COVID, uh, that I wanted to do and like keep traveling to different places. But I would say my favorite venue in New York City, I got to play at Madison Square Garden
Wow.
this year and also last year. So obviously, like that's the mecca of New York. But I would say my favorite venue in New York that I haven't played, it's on my list, is Irving Plaza. I love going there and seeing shows as an audience member, and I want to be on that stage someday. And I would say maybe my favorite venue in New York that I have played besides Madison Square Garden would be the Cutting Room.
Awesome. Can you tell
Yeah.
me a little bit about what you're planning to do for just this year? Any new music coming our way?
Yeah, so I just released a single, and it's the third song on a 5-song EP,
Great.
that I'm releasing them in 5 parts, all as singles. So I released the first one, which is the title track Love Ain't Fair, back in February. The second song, Compass, in um, I forget what month we're in right now, May, and then this song, Find Me. And so my plans, I'm going to continue to release the rest of this EP throughout the course of this year, and also sprinkle in a little extra surprises with it as well. So obviously, like, I'm not really going to be playing a lot of shows, but in addition to releasing that music, I'll continue to be doing virtual concerts and kind of connecting with fans any way I can through a screen.
Awesome. That's so great. And we've definitely seen you go live and do Urban Country Jam and a few others. So that's super awesome. Can you tell our followers where to find your music?
Yeah, you can find me at laurendavidsonmusic.com, and all of my released music is on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you guys prefer. It's out there.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions. You've prepared something for us, a little song. Can you tell us about what you're performing and then give us a taste?
Yeah, so since I just released a new single, Find Me, I figured I would share it with you today. And I co-produced this song, and it's a little more pop produced than anything I have ever released before. And it was really fun layering different vocal lines. So I'm going to actually sing it to the track so you can hear it as close to the original version as possible. Here's Find Me.
Great.
Oh, 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 oh. Ran into an old friend I hadn't seen since a past life. Guess we just lost touch, we didn't talk much, you know time flies. After a couple drinks, we didn't skip a beat. Picked up where we left off, back before you found me. Oh, oh, she's a little bit younger, got the hunger that I lost. When I tell her what you did, she said forget him, it's his loss. So I bought another round, bartender pours one shot. Now I'm drinking all alone to someone that I forgot. Didn't know I was so far gone, so you were gone and now I'm seen. And all I need was losing you to find me. Find me, find me, find me, find me. When we were together, I was never myself. Trying to be something that I wasn't. You want something else. So now I'm back to being who I always was. It only took you leaving to see what I've become. Didn't know I was so far gone. So you were gone and out of sight. And all I need was losing you to find me. When you left, I'll never forget your style. Remember who I'm supposed to be. But boy, you bucked, and all it took was losing you to find me. Find me, find me, find me, find me, find me, find me. Didn't know I was so far gone, so you were gone and out of sight. And all I need was losing you to, losing you to, losing you to find me.
Woo!
Thank you.
Oh, so great. Well, we're super excited to hear what you've got. 2 more singles coming out. So we'll look forward to those. If you want to tell everyone your website and your socials, definitely be sure to follow Lauren.
Well, first of all, thank you so much to you for taking time today to interview me and let me play Find Me For You. And thanks to everybody for watching. You can find me at laurendavidsonmusic.com, Lauren Davidson Music on Instagram and Facebook. And you can find all of my music wherever you like to download and stream, iTunes, Spotify. Check out my new single, Find Me.
Yay.